let's get into some contract negotiations or lack thereof. Brian Windhorst said, from what I understand, they're negotiating with Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon was eligible for a 4-year, $150 million-ish contract extension. They haven't handed him that offer. Otherwise, he would have signed it. From what I understand, they're negotiating. They're hopeful of getting him at less than the max.
How much less, I think, is what they got to figure out. Because if I'm Aaron Gordon, this is still a perfect situation still, kind of like for me. And like I'm thinking if I'm in his shoes, it's just I don't want to get like underpaid or whatever just because y'all really can't afford it.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. If Aaron Gordon gets a max, the window's closed.
Yeah.
There's no way to get your team better.
No, and Aaron Gordon is like he's the key role player to this unit. Like he guards the other team's best player. He's guarding the four. Aaron Gordon does a lot of dirty work stuff that you're not gonna be able to replace. MPJ can't do that. MPJ.
So are you for him getting a max?
Yeah,
I am not.
He is not. You said like y'all.
Because at that point they would have 4 max players. How do they make their team better?
If they don't give him the money, someone else is going to give him the money. That's going to be his market. He's going to be one of the best free agents in this upcoming.
So you're saying pop off Jamal or MPJ?
MPJ, I would definitely try to shop MPJ, not Jamal. If it's Jamal, nah. But MPJ, I would have to move on for Aaron Gordon.
Because I understand your argument. Like, I think Aaron Gordon is more important to that team's success than MPJ in the grand scheme of things. But MPJ just adds something that nobody else on the team can. Maybe it's Julian Strother this year if y'all been watching him.
But I think both parties, both of them do the same thing. Like MPJ is like a lethal shooter, but Aaron Gordon is such a damn great defender and lob threat, and he does all the other things that don't show up in the box score. MPJ is.
Which one would you have more confidence finding to replace? If you lose Aaron Gordon,
I feel like I would feel more comfortable finding a 3-point shooter.
No. He's not just a 3-point shooter. He's a 6'10" sniper. Those don't fall off the tree.
But it's also hard to find a 6'8", 6'9" versatile defender that can defend at the level of Aaron Gordon.
Oh, I'll go sign Jerry Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
Is he gonna play?
Is he gonna play?
Because they had Jared Vanderbilt.
They did. They drafted him in the second round.
That's
crazy. That's the first thing that came to mind. Come on, man.
Hell no.
Yeah, no. If he played, I would go get him if he played. He definitely does not play because I like Jared Vanderbilt and I ain't seen him in a long time. He can dress. I'll tell you that.
It's the best thing we know about him in the last 2 years.
I don't know. I just think that's the question you have to ask yourself.
Because if MPJ ain't scoring, what is he really doing for you? That's always more. Like if he isn't making a shot like we saw after that first round, after they played the Lakers and his shot fell off, MPJ really wasn't giving you shit.
You can say the same thing about Jamal Murray. Are you replacing him?
No, but I know what Jamal Murray has a resume of showing me what he could do consistently throughout the playoffs. He's the reason why we won.
Jamal Murray has had some moments in the playoffs where you look at the paper and say, that's Jamal Murray.
MPJ wrapped up some games from them in that first round. Like he was shooting lights out in that first round.
And as good of a defender as Aaron Gordon is, who is he stopping? What's a moment where you saw him just like take somebody out of a series?
I don't think that happens to pretty much. I don't know if any player does that, first of all, but like I would agree with
the Timberwolves was doing a damn
good.
Lou
Dort took out Brandon Ingram out that series. And he did just come back.
Zion was out.
That was literally like that's where he's like, where is Brandon Ingram during that series?
I mean, I would say in general is where when I watched that Minnesota series, I thought they looked best defending Ant when it was Aaron Gordon instead of KCP. KCP was just too small. And you didn't stop Ant. I mean, Game 7, he was kind of stinky, but like otherwise, he had a great series. But I don't know. I think I would agree with Darrick. I think that the one thing that MPJ does do, and maybe it's just a small marginal thing, is because he is 6'10", he clogs up the defense just a little bit more. He's not a great defender or even a good defender, but having a 6'10", then a 7-footer, and then a 6'8" guy, you're just big positionally.
Yeah.
If you agree with Darrick, why aren't you giving him a max contract?
Because I think it pigeonholes their team to be this way, and their ownership group, they don't like paying a lot of money anyway. So if you have 4 max players, that leaves no wiggle room. You're obviously not trading Nikola Jokic. I don't think you're trading Jamal Murray. He just got his 4-year extension this offseason. Michael Porter Jr. is a guy that could potentially get shopped around, but he also provides some stuff that's hard to replicate. I think you want to keep him, obviously.
Yeah.
But like I also think that everybody that's good shouldn't get a max contract. That's where we are in basketball. Even the next thing I'm going to talk about, everybody wants a max contract, which makes sense, but everybody shouldn't get one. We put ourselves in a position, especially with the second apron now, where everybody is thinking they should deserve this max, when in reality, there's no middle ground to the NBA no more. I'm a max player, or I'm fucking Malik Beasley, who shot 3rd best 3-point percentage, but I'm on a minimum contract.
I hear you, but if I don't even know Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon should get his max contract. Because
And you
we
said it
having
was
a conversation
150,
right now
4
about
years,
saying-
150, right? Is the number?
4 years, 150-ish.
So that's 37 and that. That's 30.
Look at the
they say
conversation
38.
we having.
Mhm.
You got to pay him.
Yeah, $37 million is the market for a guy like Aaron Gordon now. OG Anunoby just got over $40-something million
and
a year.
that's absurd to me too, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, I thought it was too. But shit, he got
Phenomenal players.
Yeah.
Amazing players. But like, I'm just thinking of having 4 max contracts is impossible to maintain. And now everybody on my team, you're gonna have this rotation of like Russell Westbrook's coming in for a year, then he's out because we can't give him the $7 million he might be worth anymore. So now our back end just keeps rotating, and eventually one of these young dudes are probably gonna be good. So what are we paying Christian Brown when he gets his next extension? It ain't a max, obviously, but he gonna be a guy that we can't afford. Julian Strother just had a 30-point game, and he's a lights-out shooter. We gonna have to pay him something. And then how the hell do you maintain this team with all of these second aprons? We have no more first-round picks. All
You
of
should
that.
be good if you draft well, like they have been able to. You should be able to subside. Like you should be able to do this. Julian Strother, because you have those 4 players, he's never going to break out that much. And if he does, then you now don't need one of those guys. You could trade the ass. If Julian Strother pop off, we can now move on from Michael Porter Jr.
Fingers crossed, twin.
If Peyton Watson pop off and is a defender or some shit, now you can ask yourself if we need. So, I mean, that's the route. Is like,
But my thing is also, hypothetically, right?
yeah.
One of those dudes do pop off. Boom. Peyton Watson deserves to be the starting power forward of this team. Aaron Gordon.
That sounds crazy, but we hypothetical.
Hypothetical. Aaron Gordon, we don't need you anymore.
Yeah.
He's making $38 million, right, in this hypothetical situation. That would be what? 18% of the cap? Where every team worrying about these second aprons, is there really going to be a secondary market for these
Yes,
dudes?
it will be. Because we ask this question so much and we just can.
But no, the second apron is just 2 years. Like, we have max contracts in basketball of good NBA players that cannot get moved. You're not trading for Zach LaVine. He's not good enough to be your 1, but he's making 1 money. He's not good enough to be your 2 in a lot of cases. He's making 1 money.
But he is a tough guy to use this example for because he's also had the injuries where we feel like a lot of teams are scared off of that.
I think they jackasses if that's the case.
I think they're more so scared of his contract.
I think it's the contract.
I think
Yeah.
it's,
And they would
it's-
have to gut their roster in order to
for
get him.
sure. But you can't tell me that the injuries don't play a part. The dude barely played last year.
That was only last year, though.
Just
Yeah.
like from the idea of
And
paying,
Zach LaVine don't have 5 years on that contract no more.
It's 3.
as just like the future idea. Like if I'm a team, I'm not paying $40 million to Aaron Gordon because he's just gonna have to gut too much of our team.
You say that now, but it's so easy for us to say these things on the couch when you're not managing a team and you don't have a choice. I don't think that a lot of the guys' salaries that we see that y'all talking about, I don't think teams want to pay them. I think they have to.
I think that's why we need to have the reset. And we're not going to change anything before dudes here. But like in general, there needs to be this reset. It's like, okay, Aaron Gordon, we fucking love you, bro. You're one of the reasons why we have this one Larry O'Brien trophy. We've never had it before. But when you think about what you can't be in the top 5% of NBA earners, brother. You just can't.
The only how that stops is if teams stop. Darrick made the best point. You can't say that when OG Anunoby just got
Right.
that money.
All these dudes
The
that sit at a
best
table and be
thing
like, we
that
got
can
to do it.
happen for the NBA in this conversation is what Jalen Brunson did. If you get a couple more of that, but when Fred VanVleet got that contract, come on, bro.
Yeah.
And I love
That's-
Fred, and I was
that's what
happy to
makes
see
it
him
the
get the bag.
worst.
But you can't go up into a Michael Porter Jr. and then say, hey, $25 million. It's a report that you probably finna bring up. Jalen Suggs want $30 million. You shouldn't me, but so Jalen Suggs want $30 million, but y'all gonna tell me that you not paying Aaron
I'm
Gordon?
not paying Aaron Suggs either. Or Jalen Suggs either.
Yes, you are. I bet he get paid.
I'm not saying he's
I
not
bet
going
he
to
get
get
paid.
paid, but I'm saying there should be this. I'm living in this.
There should be a lot. I'm talking about what's going on. If he is asking for $30 million, it's for a reason.
He's going to get 25 to 30 million.
And when
for
he
sure.
gets $30 million, you then cannot go to Aaron Gordon and say anything about what he's going to ask for
And
unless it's $60 million.
And we're agreeing here though, but I'm saying there has to be this reset.
It has
Because
to
now
be,
we
but
have
where does it come from?
I don't know. Everybody.
I don't
We
think,
might-
all
I don't
these
think it's
owners
gonna
gotta
happen.
sit their ass
We
I
down.
might
don't
be
think it's
too
gonna
far
happen with the
removed.
cap going up too, because a lot
But
of
it's
times.
not. It's going up, but the second apron is right there.
Yeah.
The Orlando Magic should not be a second apron team. They're gonna have 3 max contracts.
Yeah.
They should not be a second apron team. Their average age is 24.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. Pick them James Harden where I pull up long range. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's NBA on the ESPN time.